It's Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world, and we are on a mission to banish poverty. And we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'm going to head there right now, because if things go wrong, which they sometimes do, it's usually in the connection with Facebook. So let me get to Facebook, and I'll be looking for the group We Share Abundance Publicly, and I'll be looking for the 19th of February. And if I click to expand, okay, hopefully people will find us, because I usually put in a notification, a scheduled broadcast, but I forgot today, and then it got too late when I remembered, because you've got to have it within a certain time frame. So we have been found by Deborah Nichols from Southern Alabama, USA. And she is top of the comments list. Welcome, Deborah. Okay. As I was saying, we are a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world. We're an emerging nation. We've been around for almost 3 years, putting in our foundations, and we are now ready to build on those foundations. We've already got our treasury, economy, social services, currency. It's all in place. What we're doing now is we're building the industries within our nation to improve our economy, create demand for our currency, and increase the currency's value for the benefit of all members, because we give all members 3 units of our currency every month. Excuse me. And so it will mean that some members have got huge reserves, because we also have a monthly free raffle where members can earn from a few cents up to tens of thousands of dollars. I think we've in our biggest raffle, the most prize money that we gave away, we had almost $100,000 going to somebody. So there's lots of ways that you can accumulate this currency, but we now are in the position of making it liquid and valuable. And that's going to happen gradually throughout the year. But we also have our industries that we put in, which are, I suppose, loosely termed as business opportunities, where people can earn instant commissions, get paid instantly on the work they do. We've also got Kingsley in now from Manchester, Andrew from New Zealand, Manchester, UK, of course, by the way. There's lots of Manchesters throughout the world, but Manchester, UK, and Andrew from New Zealand. Excuse me. Let me miss it. Lemon barley water, in case you're wondering what that strange looking liquid is. Okay. Right, yeah. So who can be a citizen of the United States of the world? Literally anybody. We're a non-separatist organization, and that means we don't recognize any of the superficial differences. We welcome people from every continent, country, color, class, creed, educational level, financial status, gender, background. It doesn't matter. We don't see all those differences. We just see everybody as human beings. We recognize that every human being is unique and so has something unique to offer to our community. So is of equal value as everybody else to our community and should be treated with equal love and respect. And we got Richard in from Devon, UK as well. And we'll be getting started today in our usual fashion with a short prayer and a little affirmation to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology. The prayer is there to help us find true happiness. True happiness you cannot buy. Doesn't matter how much money you've got, you won't necessarily be happy. It may give you pleasure from time to time to buy some of the things that you always wanted, but you'll always want more. There'll never be true lasting happiness unless you create it from loving service to others. And the great thing about that is once you get into the habit of being of loving service to other people, then everything else just falls into place for you. Everything you want and need will flow to you automatically. It's a much more practical route to having everything you want. Very difficult to chase money, it runs away from you. Once you get into the habit of being of loving service to others, not only will you enjoy it and feel the joy that it brings you, but as I say, everything that you want and need in life will flow to you. So that's what our prayer is about. And we've got Akpomade in from Nigeria as well. So we've got several continents represented in our comments. We're missing Asia and South America. I think that's it. Okay, excuse me, got a bit of wind there now. Right, so let's get started because yesterday I got rambled on and we have to finish with our prayer and affirmation. So today, here we go. This is our little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service. And through service, bless each member that they attract true happiness and everything they want and need in life. Amen. Okay, and our affirmation. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, I'm just looking here to see if we've no. Okay. I'm here with the updates. There are no updates on weekends from the developers because they don't do weekends. Occasionally there are because they put in a bit of extra time for various reasons, but in general they don't work weekends, and so there's nothing happening that is new in development. But there is a lot planned. Okay, we should, I think, early next week, late Monday or Tuesday, have Remuno as a payment option. And this is a crypto payment center. We already have coin payments, but unfortunately, coin payments aren't available in all locations, especially North America. I know they recently, I say recently, it's a few months now, stopped operating in the USA. So we've had to find a replacement. Remuno seems to fit the bill. It operates in every country. and so it will be there as another option. Um, this is a constant goal to keep our development going for the benefit of members. There are several other things we'll be working on once we have Remuno, all enhancing member benefits and all helping us to fill liquidity pools, which will then support and value our currency, allowing more and more of it to be exchanged outside of our community. I mentioned that our industries that where members can earn commissions for promoting different things as affiliates, then those commissions are now instantly available. But it's the free tokens that people get allocated every month that we could not um, release all those onto the market now because there isn't sufficient demand. So they simply wouldn't sell, and it would force the price down, which would benefit nobody. Gradually, as our liquidity pools fill, we will be able to start releasing those coupons, and they will be in um, ever increasing amounts. Okay. It's interesting that we also promote multiple income streams because it's sensible to have multiple income streams. um, excuse me again. Ah. And whilst we have different industries within our own economy, they don't classify as multiple income streams. They are multiple income streams, but within one business, one country, one company, one organization, whatever. To build the security that you need of multiple income streams, you need different, totally separate entities that are producing income for you. Because if you have multiple income streams in one entity and that entity disappears, you've lost all your income. Whereas if you have multiple income streams in multiple entities, then if one of them disappears, you've got all the others backing it up. You're not out on the street with a begging bowl. So, we do encourage and promote different opportunities, and we have a free downline builder in our members area that should be checked regularly to see if there's anything that you've missed, because most of the opportunities that we offer, they're free to join, and you can put in your affiliate ID, and anybody that joins We Share Abundance under you through several levels will see your affiliate ID. You can also add your own organization. For example, we would never promote Herbalife or New Skin or something like that. Not because we don't think they're good opportunities, but they're not the sort of thing that we look for as a community. We're looking mainly for either passive opportunities or opportunities where there's a relatively low one-time payment and it can return good income for you. Um, but you could, if you were a New Skin distributor, you could put that in to a downline builder yourself and build your business in New Skin while you're building We Share Abundance. It would build New Skin automatically, and if everybody brings in just 5 people, do 7 levels, You do the maths. 1% of those joining your business would make you a top distributor in any multi-level marketing business, for example. Okay, we've got Wazina in as well from Edinburgh. So Edinburgh is in Scotland, of course. It is the capital of Scotland. Right. So, so of those multiple income streams, they're all doing pretty well at the moment. Especially, I think Vortic is one of the most solid plans that there are out there. It's real trading. They show their results. They're very open about what they do, how many trades they win and how many they lose, and this sort of thing. And the CEO is a self-made multimillionaire from trading, and he doesn't need to work anymore. He doesn't need the hassle of a business, but he set Vortic up because he understands that true happiness comes through helping others, and that's what he wants to do, and that's what Vortic United is intended to do. It is intending to help other people benefit from his experience, his love of trading, and his love of humanity, and be able to create their own income. And it is a very realistic plan. It pays really, really well. It can pay you as much as how much? I think 9%. I think about 9% per week. But that plan, you don't have control of your funds until the plan ends. It's for a fixed period of about 30 weeks, I think. I prefer the other plans that they have, which pay slightly less a week. Anything from 4% up to 6%, I think. Yeah, 4% to 6% per week you can get, and you have full control of things. You're paid daily, although the daily payments that you get from the investments that are made on your behalf are transferred into your account at the end of the week. So they only trade for you 5 days a week. The weekend, Saturday, the funds are transferred into your wallet. You can then either excuse me, you can then either spend them, take them, spend them, or you can be prudent and reinvest all or some of those funds so that you're building a larger income all the time. And you've got basically, well, no, you can reinvest them at any time, but to get the full benefit, you want to get them reinvested before Monday, because Monday they start trading for you, and so you would lose if you didn't reinvest them till Tuesday or Wednesday, then you would lose a couple of days of your investment interest. So if you're in Vortic already, now's a good time to reinvest your funds. If you have sufficient, you've got to have a minimum of $50 to be able to reinvest it. If you haven't, you have to wait until it goes up to $50 or add a little bit to it every time. You know, if you've only got $40, you can deposit another 10 and then reinvest 50. Okay. What else? Yeah, Vortic doing really well until the 25th, which is a few days away now, only a few days of February. Any new investments that are made, ideally from new participants, but we're giving it to everybody. Any new investments that are made, we are got this tickle, sorry. We are giving a 10% rebate. So if you deposit 100, invest $100 with Vortic, we'll give you $10 back. So in effect, you've made $10 on it straight away, 10% day one. And that doesn't matter how much you invest, whether it's the minimum of 50 or there is no maximum. So you could put in 100,000 if you wanted, and you'd get 10,000 back instantly. I don't expect that many of you have got 100,000 that you've got to put in. Quite frankly, you don't need that much. If you just put in 10,000 and you are prudent in your reinvestment to compound that, within 34 weeks you can retire on an ever increasing pension of $5,000, very rapidly increasing. Very soon you would be at $10,000 a month, and it would just keep growing. So Vortic is very, very, very sound. Spending your cryptocurrency, because Vortic payout in crypto can sometimes be a challenge. It's difficult to find exchanges that will exchange large sums for fiat currencies that you can then spend on your groceries and things. But we have a new plan which is providing a debit card which you can load with either normal currencies. In fact, I think they cover about 150 different currencies, or crypto, and they cover the major cryptocurrencies. And you can load it with either, and there is no limit depending on which card you've got. But I mean, for most people, there's no on any card, because we don't have enough money to reach the limits anyway. But maybe one day we will have. Okay, if we just keep being prudent and compounding everything. So that company sent out a message to all members about, and you have until tomorrow because it's just launching. Launches tomorrow. You can buy your card tomorrow. There is a one-time fee for the cards, and that starts at $199. So you buy a card for $199. You can then use that. You can transfer your crypto, no matter when or how, whatever. You can transfer from member to member within that community at no fee. It's a MasterCard you have. You can use whatever you've got in there, loaded from whatever source, and just go back and buy whatever you want, whether it's groceries or a new house. It doesn't matter. As I say, it's a one-time payment. The minimum for the lowest level of card, which would suit most of us, is $199. But if you pay $39 before tomorrow, you register in their pre-launch, and you will get that card for $99 instead of $199. So you spend $39 today, and it saves you $100 tomorrow. But more than that, you get additional advantages if you choose to refer others. Every business nowadays has an affiliate plan, whether it's Amazon or eBay or this new plan, which I've forgotten what it's called. Let me have a look. I'll tell you what it's called. It's called Infinity Club Card. Okay, Infinity Club Card. So they also have a referral plan, but you normally have to work your way up, and you start out at 10% discount. If you paid that $39 and you registered in the pre-launch, and you are referring people, you get 20% not discount, commission straight away. So somebody buys a card for $200, you make $40 on that. $199, you make just a fraction less than $40. And there will be a lot of people want those cards because crypto cards are difficult to come by. They're not available in every location. This, as I say, it's in about 150 countries, I think, that they're serving. And a lot of these countries, citizens in those countries have very big problems in getting a card or getting a bank account. And the card comes with an online bank account as well. I can't remember which bank it's with in the United States, but if you're not in the United States, it's with Barclays Bank and Barclays International. So it's a wonderful thing for a lot of people in a lot of countries where they struggle. They can't open bank accounts. They can't get debit credit cards. They they find it difficult to be able to cash in their uh, crypto. It's difficult sometimes, no matter what country you're in, to cash in your crypto. This solves a lot of problems. You can buy, sell, and spend your crypto with ease. And I'll be getting my card tomorrow. Okay, not that I've got much crypto at the moment, but there you go. Excuse me. Right, and excuse me again. We'll have another sip. Lovely. Um, right. So multiple income streams, the way to go. We are looking at another one. It's been around for a while. It's not a new organization. People think you've got to get in at the beginning to make any money. And that applies if it's a here today, gone tomorrow opportunity, which we want to try and avoid. Okay. We want things that are around for a long time. We Share Abundance is designed to be here for generations, not for weeks or months. And so we're looking for plans that are comparable. And one that we're looking at the moment is PLC Ultima. As I say, it's been around a while. They are revamping the way that it works at the moment. But essentially, and in fact, we have joined under one of our members, in fact, one of our support team, when I inquired about who was a member so we could join. Um, one of our support team actually had an account there. So uh, it was wonderful to be able to help one of our support team members build her business. It would be wonderful to help any member, but especially a support team member who gives so much time, patience, and energy to helping others. And that's what I say. Once you're of service, because our support team don't get paid, once you're into serving, you find that everything else starts to flow to you. So hopefully, as we get involved in that, because as I say, I joined today under her link, but it's a little bit of a complicated process. And until I understand it thoroughly, so that I can help and guide you through that, we don't want to be pushing it out to people. We have a lot of members that are already in it, and once we get it in the downline builder, they don't have to join under us. You don't have to join under us in any plan. If you're in that plan, you can add your affiliate link, and the downline builder will help you to build that business. So it will help a lot of our members that are already in um, PLC Ultima, but I know that there are an awful lot of members that aren't, and it'll also help them once they can get involved in that. Also, today I contacted the winners of January a bit late. We're nearly out of February, aren't we? I'll be a bit more prompt with the February winners, but there is in your dashboard, if you look at it, a leaderboard, and those are people that are winning points for spreading love and abundance, sharing what we have with other people. And the top five every month, we are giving at least, and it depends on how many points they've got, but at least the minimum they will get would be a $50 position in Beyond Infinity. And Beyond Infinity is another passive plan that we promote, and that is $50 to get involved. But if you get involved under our admin link, we give you $35 of that $50 back. So even if you've not won a position through the leaderboard, you can join, and it will only cost you $15 instead of $50. If you one of the top 5 in the leaderboard, your position is totally free. We'll pay the whole $50 for you, and that will once again build you a retirement income. These are not get rich quick. Well, they are, in fact, because I mean, if you can get rich in under 10 years, I believe that that is getting rich quick. But what people look for is getting rich in under 10 days. And frankly, that doesn't happen. Um, with Beyond Infinity, you're looking at 5 to 6 years to have a substantial retirement income, once again, that grows every week. You would be starting off with $50 week one, $100 week two, and it just keeps increasing until I think by the end of, let me just have a look. I've got a spreadsheet somewhere. I'm not going to do a screen share, but you can trust me that I'm not making things up. Let's go down. Oh, a minute, it's rebooting the spreadsheet. There we go. Go down here. Yeah, by the end of 6 years, you would have over $200,000 working for you. This is totally passive, and you would be on over $5,000 a week, not a month. Well over $20,000 a month. By the end of the 6th year, as I say, about getting into year 5, you'd start receiving from that. You can shorten that time spell drastically if you choose to refer other people. That's never required. The option is there. Why wouldn't you want to share something good with other people? Why would you want to just keep it to yourself? Some people do. Some people are afraid that people will laugh at them, but they're not going to thank you very much when in 5 or 6 years' time they say to you, how come you're taking all these holidays and where have you got the money to buy that new house and you're driving that Porsche or that Rolls Royce or whatever car you like, and you've got that new RV and I believe you're buying a boat. But where have you got all this money from? And you say, oh, 5 or 6 years ago I got involved in a plan. It only cost me $15 and it's now paying me over $20,000 a month, and I get pay rise every week. And they're going to say to you, why didn't you tell me? And what are you going to answer them? I didn't think you'd be interested. What do you mean you didn't think I'd be interested? It was only $15, and why didn't you just tell me? And then I could have chosen for myself. You don't want to be in that position. I understand that until you start getting paid, you may not feel confident. You may not feel that people are going to respect you and they're going to laugh at you and they're going to say, oh, yeah, it's one of those internet scams and all this. So I can understand it to that point, but you're going to feel really bad when all your friends are calling you bad names because you didn't let them in on your secret. Okay. Well, what else have we got? Yeah, I've been trying to sort my way through various things, including PLC, Ultima. I want to find and make it simple. I'm not sure what the minimum involvement will be cash-wise with their new plan, but I know that they're doing something that we did actually. Um, a couple of years ago, we had Visa tokens and they dropped in value and they're still really low in value, but we will get them back up in time through the liquidity pools. But we had those Visa tokens, and because we gave too many of them out, it was my fault. We said to people, yeah, you can withdraw your Visa token. And so there are millions of these tokens on the market. There's no demand for them, and the price is crashed. And I thought that this can't be fair to our members. So what we did was we said, if you give us your Visa tokens, upload them, we will convert them on a one-to-one basis. These tokens were at that time worth nothing, virtually, like they are today, a cent or less than a cent each. And we said, if you upload them, we'll give you a one-to-one exchange for our Visa Abundance tokens, which are valued at over $300 each. So of course people thought that's a good deal, and they did it. But we also gave them back once we'd done the exchange. We said, okay, you've now got the Visa Abundance tokens. We're not going to make the same mistake with those. We're only going to release them as the liquidity builds. But here's your Visa tokens back. Boom, they're back in your wallet. So in effect, we gave you we exchanged your Visa for Visa Abundance at a massive profit on the market value, and we gave you the Visa tokens back that you could then do what you wanted with. We will gradually bring the value of those up. So we did that. It's something that a lot of countries have done. They hit runaway inflation and they remove their old currency and bring out a new currency. And PLC Ultima did the same thing. They had a coin, which incidentally is the only coin that has ever outpriced Bitcoin. They had a coin and it went up to over, I think, over $100,000 per coin. And these initially were selling for a few dollars. So a lot of people got very wealthy through that coin. But those coins were out on the open market, and people, as they do, they wanted to cash in on that wealth. And so they started to sell the coins, sell, and the price came down. And those coins are now around $200. I think a little bit over $200. So they went from over 100,000 down to a couple of hundred where they are now. So the man behind PLC International decided to do what we did, and he created a new coin or token. And the value of that token, because it is a more controlled release of the tokens, you can't just take them all and go and blow them and bring the price of that one down. So that token is currently, I think, it's over 2,000, or is it over 20,000? I can't remember. But they're offering the swap like we did. So you can, I think uh, I can't remember. I'll get all the figures for you sooner or later. But they're offering a swap. So if you have, or you can go out and buy their original token for $200. You can then swap it for their new token on a one-to-one basis for over $2,000 or whatever it may be. It's definitely over 2,000. It might be over 20,000. I can't remember to say the figures. So you make a killing, but they said, okay, we made the mistake last time, like we made the same mistake, and so they released those tokens to you. In year one, uh, you get 2% of them back. Spread every month. So if you had 100 tokens, for example, you would get 2 tokens back in year one, divided by 12, point whatever it is of a token every month. And then you can go and do what you want with that, spend it. But it means that it takes you around about 10 months to get back your initial stake, and then it's all profit from there on. I think year two you get 5% back, and so on, spread over a 5-year period. While they're building liquidity for their token and releasing them bit by bit. So they've learned, and they are in a similar thing. But you can, as I say, you go out and you buy a token for 200, you change it for one that's worth a lot more, and within 12 months you're in profit. That is in addition to other things that they're doing. Currently, you can also buy a license to mint these tokens. I think you're minting, it gets a bit complicated, but basically you make 50% a month on that. But I think they're going to stop that, stop selling those licenses in May. So you've only got a couple of months to buy those licenses, which is why I wanted to get involved now, sort it all out, and I'll get the full information out for you very soon. So if you buy your license and then put $100 in, every month you're getting $50 back. A bit like our primary staking in We Share Abundance. You put your $100 in and you get $50 back, but it's into the We Share Abundance wallet. You can't go out and spend it. With theirs, you can't go out and spend it because it's that lower valued token. But you can also swap it for the higher price token. So you could put your profits every month into that higher price token, building you a small fortune. So it's very interesting. They're also setting up their own blockchain in the same way that Binance have, or blockchain, or Bitcoin have, or Ethereum. They're setting up their own, and they will have their own mother coin in the same way that Binance have BNB. BNB started out at a few dollars, or even less than a few dollars, maybe, I don't know. And that's, I think, over $200 now. They will have their own coin, and they will initially be selling them at 10 cents each. They are highly likely to increase in value in the same way that the BNB coin has increased in value. So it's another way to, as a member of PLC International, you'll be able to make money. There's lots of opportunities in there. I want to put it all together in a simple format, which doesn't appear to be available at the moment. But you can have a look at it and see if it's something that you want to get involved in. But it looks a very, very sound and solid program that's going to be around for a while. And so, as I say, we've joined that. We've not even completed the full joining setup, and I'm still learning about it. But by sometime next week, hopefully, I'll have the information for you in a compact manner that you'll be able to look at and say, "Oh, okay, I'm in." And they're not going anywhere. they will be around for a long time. In fact, I think they did $1 billion worth of sales last year, over $1 billion in sales last year. So they're not some fly-by-night little organization. I'm getting a lot of people, hundreds of people promoting or asking me to promote something that has a power line that they're building, a free power line. And I honestly don't think it's going to be around for very long. I can't be bothered getting involved in it. These free power line programs, they build huge, massive database of people. They might have 100,000 or 500,000 people by the time they launch in that power line. But only a tiny, tiny percentage, usually below 2%, actually upgrade. And okay, some people that have built huge power lines may do okay out of it, but most people will have not that many people in their power line that actually upgrade, and they won't even make a profit on their investment. And I see this as being something like that. I may be wrong, and I hope I am for the sake of everybody that's joining it. But I think that will happen, and I don't think they're going to be around for very long. So I'm not interested in joining it. I've learned over many years that if something is good, it's good in a year's time, good in 2 years' time. You don't have to rush in, okay? Only if it's one of these short-term Ponzi's. The quicker you get in, the more money you make before it disappears. We're not looking for those. As I say, I hope I'm wrong about this one. I can't remember what it's called. I've probably got some more people punting in at me if I pull up. Uh, uh, where are we? Where are we? Oh, I'm in the spam folder there. No. I cleared them all out not long ago. I can't remember what it's called, but you've probably seen it. It's got a couple of rocket ships, the most powerful free launch ever in the history of the market, or whatever it is. So if you're going to send me a link, don't bother. I'm not joining it. Okay. Right. That pretty much covers everything that we've got. Tomorrow, of course, Monday, the developers will be back in. We will hopefully get Remuno sorted out, and we'll be on to new things. And I'll let you know what we've decided to go with, because I've put several options to Devyani of where we're moving forward. Always, we're moving forward to more benefits for the members, greater liquidity and value in our tokens. We are in uncharted waters. We do face storms and tempests and headwinds, never get knocked off our course. And if we do, it's for a short period of time. We're back on course as soon as the weather allows us to be. Okay, we will reach the safe harbour of abundance in the promised land of the new Eden. Okay, God bless you all. That's pretty much all I've got for you today. I'm going to check in the Melon app and see if we've got any contributions from Twitch or from YouTube. We've got Lewis in from YouTube saying hi. He's from Portugal. But that seems to be it. So that's it for today. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. If you're in the Antipodes like Andrew, enjoy Monday. And England mopped up win in the first test down under. Very quickly today, congratulations to England for another win in an entertaining fashion. Let's see what happens in the next test. It's only a two-test series, so let's see England can win again. That's not really important to them. What is important is they go out there and entertain. And it's a bit like being of loving service to others. They see themselves now as entertainers, not people who have to win. And if you're of loving service to others, you go out and serve people through that unconditional love in your heart, not to make money. But by doing it, like the cricket team, because you're out there on a mission to entertain people, the wins are coming. The wins will come for you if you go out there and serve others. So I'm here tomorrow at the same time, 7 p.m. London time, on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group where we share abundance publicly. Until then, be the warriors. Get out there, share love and abundance, go the extra mile. Until tomorrow, God bless you all. I love you all. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. I'll see you later, alligator.